Welcome back. Now let's take a look at our next story. I don't know about you, local viewer, but music genres have certainly changed since the day I landed on Earth. I mean, was born out of a vagina. Some of you millennials might not even remember the great milestones that have come and gone. Jazz, without the whites, the misogynistic rock and roll of the 50s, and most importantly, disco. But tonight we have breaking reports that disco isn't actually dead. They just went through a hard breakup and had to crash on Ska's couch. I know things must be pretty desperate for disco if they decided to stay with ska, or as I like to call it, not good. Disco unfortunately had to leave its longtime partner, Cocaine, over many personal disputes. As if living with 9 guys who met up at band camp wasn't bad enough, Disco now has to fight for custody over her disco balls from the safety of a futon. When we asked ska how they were able to even get down with that, when they themselves are a dying genre, they said, "Disco and I have similar goals in life, and I think this arrangement will help us both pick it up, back into popular culture." Hashtag ska never died, hashtag ska forever. Now, what does this mean for the music world? Could these two dying breeds of music form together to make an international sensation like rap rock and K-pop death metal? Some experts say that disco and ska being in the same space for this long, it could eventually fuse all of 70s and 90s music together, ultimately causing all hipsters to orgasm whenever they hear it. This new supergenre has been coined skako and can easily be recognized whenever you see 7 white guys in cargo shorts all holding different instruments and then 1 black guy wishing he had cooler friends. But let's not get ourselves too worked up. Disco might not even happen, hopefully. Maybe disco and cocaine can work things out. Or perhaps disco will find a big enough audience on Spotify in order to move into that Upper East Side apartment they always dreamed of. Or maybe, just maybe, people will finally realize that the only true music genre is K-pop death metal. Because listening to it is like looking at the face of the squid itself. And all I know for sure is that ska is the worst music genre of all time. Hashtag ska sucks. Anyway, let's take a look at what's next. Looks like there's going to be a massive screw-up at the Environmental Protection Agency when Scott Pruitt uses their entire 2018 budget to make a small indie film about a young girl who struggles to become a professional roller skater and make love to Timothée Chalamet. That's right, all the previous reports of wasteful spending over the EPA in the last few months are nothing compared to this shattering new revelation. Nobody is quite sure how such an oversight could have been made, but here with us tonight to talk about it all is the director himself, Scott Pruitt.
Thank you, 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 thank you.
So Scott, can I call you Scott?
No, my name is the director now.
Okay, director.
No, it's the director.
I'm not going to refer to you as that?
Well, I insist.
Well, I uninsist.
That doesn't make any sense.
None of this makes sense, okay? So anyway, let's talk about your movie.
Ah, yes, my movie. It's a beautiful little thing that's really going to captivate the hearts and minds of viewers everywhere.
I'm sure it's great. Okay, but let's talk money.
I love money.
I'm sure you do, Scott.
The director.
But where did you get the money?
Well, okay, so unfortunately, there was a massive screw-up at the EPA, and our budgetary secretary accidentally donated our entire budget to my Indiegogo campaign.
Okay, how is that even remotely possible?
Look, there were a few small, tiny oversights, but ethics officials have reviewed the incident and decided that technically I have done nothing illegal. But that's not what's important here. What's important is the movie. It follows a young girl named Charlotte who really wants to become a professional roller skater.
Wait, we can't just let you gloss over the budget issue. What is happening to the EPA?
In what way?
In the way of the budget.
Well, if you had been paying attention, Ethan, you would have heard that the entire budget is all going to my movie.
Exactly. So what will the EPA be doing for the rest of 2018?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, but what about the environment?
The environment's fine, but what's really important here is my movie. It's called Derby Lovers, and it follows Charlotte in her quest to roller skate for life. But she's dealing with a broken family, broken friends, and more than anything, a broken heart.
All right, I feel like you're seriously ignoring the important question of the environment, which is the one thing you're in charge of.
Well, that's the best thing about my movie. You see, there's a great lesson to be learned in the film when Charlotte realizes that only she can stop forest fires. And at the end of the film, there's a PSA warning about the dangers of forest fires.
Wait. Isn't that message already being delivered by Smokey the Bear?
Smokey? Oh, he's not really in commission anymore.
What does that mean?
We snipped him.
You what?
We cut off Smokey the Bear's testicles, okay? He was a wild, rampant bear put into power by out-of-touch left-wing cucks, and he had to be domesticated. Trust me, he was about 3 months away from mauling a poor child just because he wanted a quick smoke.
What the hell?
It doesn't matter, okay? What matters is that the world is safe once again, and that my new movie, Derby Lovers, is coming to theaters this summer, just when Charlotte decides to give up romance for her love for roller skating. She meets a handsome baseball player played by Timothée Chalamet, who steals her heart.
Okay. Can you stop pitching your movie for me? Just 5 seconds so we can actually discuss the state of the EPA.
The EPA is in a great state.
Its entire annual budget is going to some stupid movie.
First of all, ouch. Second of all, listen to this. Before the election of Donald Trump, the EPA was run by globalist elitists that were determined to dismantle hardworking American companies, all for some dumb clean air initiative.
They were protecting the environment.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
No!
Listen, now the EPA is being run with passion and compassion for the average working American. Americans don't want trees. Americans don't care about trees. What do trees do? What do they do? They do nothing. They sit there and they look stupid. Americans don't want trees. Americans want movies.
They want movies from movie studios, but from the EPA, America wants environmental protections.
Listen, what about the Obama administration? Okay, what about in 2011 when Obama's EPA poured their entire annual budget into building a giant robot that could recite the Communist Manifesto and cook overseasoned shrimp?
That didn't happen.
Look it up.
I don't need to.
I just think that there's a bit of a double standard here, all right? When the Obama administration spent their time and taxpayer dollars on throwing Kraft mac and cheese into the ocean, nobody said a word. But when I make a beautiful little film about a young girl trying to become a professional roller skater and make love to Timothée Chalamet, I'm the cuck of America.
Yes, you are the cuck of America.
I am not a cuck. I am the director and star of Derby Lovers, a new
Whoa. You're the star in your movie?
Yes.
Who do you play?
Charlotte, the young girl who's desperate to become a young...
Okay, that's it. That's enough.
Well, see Derby Lovers coming to theaters this summer. This summer,
Leave.
Derby Lovers.
All right, if one of you cucks ever think about seeing the idiotic movie, I will set the squid upon all of you. Cool. All right. Well, that's all for tonight. Our final prediction is that you'll find yourself watching us once again this time next week. Please remember to conduct your nightly worship of the squid. I'm Ethan Yoon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week.